is your fee. You guys got that? So the maximum allowable offer is 500,000, and let's say you got it for like 300 grand, you can make 200 grand. But if you got it for 350, you can only make 50 grand. You guys got that? Yes? Okay, and so that's what you have to do as a wholesaler. But as a fixer, like a fix and flip person, you can go up as high as you want to the Mayo. Okay, again, because we don't have access to the oil tanks and things like that, we always want to leave a cushion there so that way, if it is leaking, you're not going to be, hurt that bad. Okay. Any other questions? Go ahead.
So the upset price has nothing to do with your.
I'm going to talk about that next.
Okay.
Yeah. So all this has, yeah. So to review what Fabio was saying, the upset price has nothing to do with all this research I just did. Okay. I literally just pulled up the sheriff's sale list, identified a few properties in my area of interest. I did all this homework to figure out the Mayo for the properties I'm interested in. Okay. And once I come up with my offers, I just go and bid. What I've come to learn is even if I knew what the bank want, it doesn't really matter because there's going to still be people there bidding. It's an auction. You get what I'm saying? It's not like I'm the only one that's going to bid that price. So knowing what the bank wants doesn't even matter. Okay?
Do you usually see multi-units as well on sheriff's sale?
Okay, the question was, do I see multi-units going to sheriff's sale? The answer is yes. And it really makes you wonder, how does an owner lose a property when it's fully occupied and the tenants are all paying the rent? Right? It makes you wonder. But yes, I do see them all the time. Okay? Okay, so from here, is there any questions in regards to what I've covered so far? I'm going to wrap it up with talking about REOs next. There was two questions right there.
Is there a legal way to back out of the offer? Say you already put the 20% down, okay, then you find out that something is wrong with the house, oil tank or whatever the case may be. Say that you cannot come up with the money to pay off for the property. Is there a way to legally back out of that?
There's no backing out. Based on my experience, there's no backing out. You forfeit the money, and then if to what I'm aware of, based on the counties, because I've never backed out that way. The way I did it was I forfeited the deposit. So there's you lose the 20%. Yeah. There's an attorney right next to you. Is there a way to back out of it?
Typically, people don't back out of it, and typically, no, there's no way.
Yeah.
You want it.
Is you take it or leave it. Okay, there was another question over here, and then I'm going to continue.
You had said not knowing what the bank wanted and that it doesn't matter, but if you're going to spend $50, $75 to do that background, it does help to know, because if I know the bank wants $500,000, my max offer was $450. I already know I'm not in the running because the bank's going to buy it.
So I will tell you how to figure out who that person that knows that. Okay? So if since you guys all want to know what that number is that the bank wants, the question is, who knows it and how do you get it? So the next time you go to a sheriff's sale, so in New Jersey, based on the sheriff's sales I attend, there's always one, maximum two people that are bidding on behalf of the bank. Okay, so before you go to a sheriff's sale and do any work, go to one. Go to the one you want to play at. Watch to see who bids for property and who bids on behalf of the bank. Everybody good? How do you know who's bidding on behalf of the bank? They're going to start with like a starting bid or whatever, right? And then the bank's going to say, we're going to bid X. And they're going to say, oh, on behalf of the bank or whatever, I'm going to bid X, starting bid. And then whoever wants to bid up is going to bid up against that person, and they're going to go back and forth until the bank gets what they want. Everybody good with that? That gentleman is normally a realtor or a broker as well. just so you guys know. And they normally get a number from the bank the day before, okay, or at 12 o'clock on the day of. So what I do is I became really good friends with this person. It's a crazy idea. Right? It's a crazy idea, right? Take them out for dinner, for lunch, talk to them, okay? And I told him, look, I'm buying at the sheriff's sale. You see me bidding, and if you ever see a property and you know what the bank wants because the banks give you the starting bids. If you see anything that's like you think is worth going after, let me know, okay? And what I tell him is, I don't know if this is illegal or legal, okay? I don't know. So disclosure right there. But I tell him that I would pay him a realtor's commission on it if I buy it, okay? And that's it. And that's how I get the number. Do you think it's illegal? I don't know. See, look, I don't. It's probably illegal for the guy. Yeah. So I'll give you another example. I'm going to give you guys another example. So I'll give you another example, right? What's really so let's get back to this. I'll give you another example. Yeah, I might be doing things that's illegal for other people, okay? But as long as I'm not in trouble, okay. Okay. So, I never thought it was. I'm not aware of that it's illegal now, but this is what I do know, okay? So, when a bank lends out money to, let's say, a homeowner, right? This is the bank. This is the homeowner, okay? Let's say they lend the homeowner $100K. The homeowner, over a period of 30 years, promises to pay the bank back 3 times, typically. And what happens is the bank, let's say it's Bank of America, they'll create this loan. They normally sit on it for 6 months to 9 months to a year. Once that loan is originated and seasoned, seasons mean that if they sit it long enough where the bank can sell it for top dollar. Typically, the requirement for the seasoning is about 7 months. Statistics show that homeowners, if they go behind on payments, they're gonna go behind on payments within 7 months. And so banks normally like to sit on it for 10 months, 11 months, 12 months, and then once they do, they sell that loan to Fannie and Freddie, okay? Which is the secondary market. And so why do they sell it? The reason why they sell it is because banks make money originating loans and then selling it and cashing out. Like, they lent us the loan at, let's say, 5%, but when they sell it, they sell it for 4%. And so whatever that spread is also what they make. You guys get that? Anyway, with the foreclosure crisis that we went through, a lot of these loans went bad. And because a lot of these loans went bad, that Fannie and Freddie bought, Fannie and Freddie started selling them. Okay? And so even though the loan that was originally lent out was $100,000 and the right to collect is $300,000, when Fannie and Freddie was selling them, they were selling them at the market value of what the asset was worth at that time. And so what I'm trying to say is this. If this loan that was lent out was $100,000, the property is probably worth at least $130 to $140, $150. You guys agree? Right? And then, because there's a down payment also normally with the loans. And then, but then since the market fell, these things became, let's say, only $70,000 or $100,000. And because of that, people that bought these bad loans from Fannie and Freddie, they bought them for a fraction of what was lent out. They would, like, I would buy them. I buy a lot of loans, depending on the area, the marketplace, A, B, or C, depending on if it's a rental market or an owner-occupied market. I am buying them for about 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents to the dollar of what the property's worth, not to the dollar of what the loan is worth. You guys got that? That's different. Because the loan is still $300. And if the property was only worth, let's say, 60 grand or 70 grand, I'm buying it for $20,000. Okay? And so what is my point with this? My point with this is the people that are buying these mortgages or the banks that are taking these properties to sheriff sale right now, they bought these things all at a fraction because the banks that actually started this loan, they sold these loans a long time ago already. You guys follow? They sold them already. If Bank America is still on it, they're just still on it as a servicing company. Some sort of hedge fund or whatever fund already bought it. And so the banks or the organization that took the hit from the loss of these sales already took that hit. Okay? And so because of that, when these properties are actually going to sale at the sheriff's sale, because for me, as a note owner, a mortgage owner, and when I take these things to the sale, I just want to get a little bit more than what I bought it for. Do you guys follow what I'm saying? Like, I foreclose on properties all the time. I don't care if everybody knows what my amount is. If anything, I want as many people to know, so that way they can bid it up. So I'm not aware if that's illegal, but to me, I want as many people to know about it. You guys get what I'm saying? Right? Anyway, and not only that, but like, yeah, so as long as you're bidding above what I want, I don't care, I'll take it. I'm already in the money as a note holder. Do you guys follow what I'm saying? I'm already in the money because I already bought it at a super discount. It just took me 3 years to do foreclosure, but because it took me 3 years, I also accounted for 3 years of no payments and buying it for 3 years of no payments less, right? And so here's my point. My point is, as a bank, I actually do not know how the house looks like from the inside out until one, a homeowner, the homeowner owns the house, try to do a short sale, or number two, I own the house after I win the sheriff's sale. Okay? And so because of that, what I'm trying to say is that a lot of the banks right now, the best deals to find is actually at the sheriff's sale because the banks don't know what the conditions of the houses are. And because of that, they are open to taking a discount. But afterwards, when they become an owner, if it needs work, they're getting it fixed. Okay? Because they're going to maximize the value to the dollar for it. You guys follow what I'm saying? Okay? REOs are hot. Okay? And let me show you the only way you can get deals in REOs is like this. So there's a lot of deals that's going to sheriff's sale right now, and the banks are willing to take a discount because they're really not taking a discount. They've bought it for a lot less, and they're taking it to foreclosure. And as long as you bid above what they want, they'll sell it to you. Because up until they become an owner, they don't know what the house looks like. As for properties becoming REO, once the bank owns the property, they send out a realtor. The realtor's job is to knock on the door, see if it's occupied. If it's occupied by an owner, they're going to do that cash for keys pitch like what I just did with you, like I was telling you about. Oh, okay, yeah, my name is blah, I'm a realtor. The bank just foreclosed on the house. I know that you're probably going nuts all over everything, trying to figure out what to do, where to move. I want to know if you are looking to move soon because the bank says that I can give you some cash for keys to help you move out of here, as long as you move on a timely manner. You guys follow? And if not, then they're going to do eviction or ejectment. Okay? Anyway, and then once they transition them out, what happens is this. That agent, his job now then is to value the house. Okay? Now, and not only that, his job is also to figure out the repairs. Right? Now, how many agent here is a full-time licensed contractor? Raise your hand. Nobody. But yet somehow the bank is relying on them to come up with repairs. I don't know how they're doing this. Right? Anyway, they'll reach out to some handyman, some contractor, whatever, to do the repairs that they think needs to get done. And then the banks ask them, okay, once these repairs are done, what are these things worth? And they try to sell it for top dollar. So in essence, the only way we can buy right now, because the market's hot. Because of that, banks are trying to sell REOs for top dollar. So in a way, the only way we can buy REOs right now, okay, at a discount, is if these agents actually messed up on their REO valuation. You guys follow? Okay, they have to mess up, and that can happen. I've seen it happen, or the asset is in a market where value is like all over the place, kind of like Newark, right? You can buy stuff in Newark easily, REO. Like 3 families in Newark are worth 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. What is it worth? Any of those numbers are right. And because of that, you can still find really good deals REO level in a place like Newark, which is called a C market. Okay, but in A markets and B markets where it's a lot more stable, in a way, good luck getting a really like home run deal at the REO level. Okay. Any questions before I wrap up? Oh, the funding company. Nah, I wasn't gonna tell anybody. It's a secret. No, I'm just joking. I will tell you guys. So the funding company that I talked about that does 100% funding for purchase and renovation, okay, as long as you're in it for 65 cents a dollar, is the company back there. Jim, look, you guys can look back there. His name is Jim. He's with Rescup Capital. They will do 100% financing up to 65 cents, and they charge 3 points, and I think it's 12%? 10%. 3 points and 10% interest for the year, and they will also wrap in the points. Okay? What's very important to be aware of or remember is this. You have to be able to get access to the house, okay, for them to fund because they need an appraisal, right? And so if you can't get into the house, you can't get an appraisal because you can't get an appraisal even if you want it for a good bid. You guys get what I'm saying? You can't buy the house. And there are other lenders out there that will lend where as long as you put down 20%, they'll give you 80 with no appraisal, okay? But you have to ask me who that is after, and they're a lot more expensive. Okay, but that's kind of like a worst case play where you bid on something, you want it, it's a good percent of the dollar. I don't have the rest of the money, but I'm going to buy it no matter what. And I'm going to evict this tenant or eject this person. Do you guys follow what I'm saying? Okay, that's a different lender though. I'm not here to promote them. I'm just here to tell you the process that exists. Other than that, I want to tell you guys that if you guys enjoyed tonight's event, you guys want the copy of this video, you have to leave me a good review on the comment section of the website. Okay, I'm joking. Just give me an honest review. Once you give me the review, we'll send you the copy of the video by Saturday. Along with that, if it's your first time coming, I hope you guys like the event. And I will tell you that our club is really a membership club, meaning if it's your first time coming, you can come, you pay whatever you pay, but if you want to come again, you have to become a member. Okay, membership is $199. The reason why we created a membership is not to take your money. We're actually losing money when you become a member. But what I've come to find is that real estate investing is not just getting education. It's also meeting the right people to do it with. Do you guys agree? Right? Like some of you here don't have access to MLS. Who here are realtors? Raise your hand. If I paid for your MLS and paid for an assistant account, would you give me the assistant account? Absolutely. You guys see what you said? It wasn't that hard, okay? But if you went to another club, which is my friend's club, where a majority of the people there are realtors and they never talked about this, they're going to be like, get out of here. I'm not going to give you my assistant account. I didn't even know what an assistant account is, okay? The point is, yeah, so like we run it as a membership club so that way people come out. And as people come out, they see each other over and over and over and over. And because they see each other over and over, they ask each other, what do you do? And then once they do that, they get to know each other. They actually do business together. Just so you guys know, like there's people here with money that you can partner with. There's people here with deals already that you could be buying from or partnering from. Do you guys follow what I'm saying? It's just that you're not going to know unless you talk to them. Okay? Along with that, when you become a member, you get access to our website. I also have a workshop I'm doing next week. Okay? It's next Saturday. I think it's here. And it's going to be focused on the basics of real estate investing. Okay? Let me tell you guys this. It sounds really simple, the word basic, but it's not. Because based on my experience, all the secrets to everything is in the basics. Okay, it's just that because we look at the basics as so simple, we don't value it. But that's why it's the biggest secret, because we don't value it. You guys follow what I'm saying? I've come to learn I can look at any real estate market, A, B, or C, okay? Because first of all, what is A, B, or C, right? And if you can identify a market as A, B, or C, you can also know what strategies work. My point is, a lot of times we're looking at a market that's an A market, but we're trying to apply B strategies that only works with B markets. And because of that, we can't find anything. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Right? Because we're looking at a wrong market with the wrong strategies. And so my point is, yeah, so next week's class is on understanding like what markets you're looking at and then what strategies work in each market. So that way, when you look at any market, as long as you are looking at, A, B, or C, and identifying which one is which, and apply and look for the strategies that work there, you're gonna find an abundance of inventory. Like for me and my guys that work for me, we don't do marketing, okay? Because it's so easy for us to get deals. Okay, it is so easy for us to get deals. We literally just go on MLS, and we're like, oh, okay, there's like 10 here. Let's just make offers the right way, get them for the right price, and we get them. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? And these deals are 65 cents a dollar, sometimes even 50 cents, okay? Go ahead. Wait. Oh yeah, so what is shadow inventory, right? Let me get back to that, okay? It's Frank, right? Dan, sorry. Yeah, so that's gonna be next Saturday's class. So if you guys become a member, you get access to that class. Also, if you guys are already a member, you probably attended one of our workshops already, and so you have to pay for that workshop because the workshop is only for free for the first time when you become a member. I think the pay is like $69 or something like that. And what else I got to tell you guys? Oh yeah, one more thing. So with the membership, what you get access to also is a new event we're doing. We did this event for the first time in New York, like literally 3 weeks ago, and it's pretty much this kind of event. At the event, it's pretty much called real estate. I'm calling it the real estate pitch night, but the idea is pretty much like a Shark Tank, okay? And it's gonna be a little bit different, but it's like that. So the idea is this: whoever has a deal here, I'm gonna give you guys the opportunity to come in front of the stage and tell everybody about your deal. As a group, on the other side, we're gonna ask you every question imaginable about your deal. We're gonna pretty much be doing due diligence together as a group. You guys follow? So if you don't, like, you might not know some questions to ask, but somebody else here would. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you guys watch Shark Tank enough times, you know how to look at every business. Am I right? So that's gonna be the pitch event. And what you will find is really interesting, is that when we did it as for the objective of better enabling the person presenting the deal, because as we interrogate them and ask them questions they might not know of, they're gonna have to figure that out and then better their opportunity. But at the same time, there were people in the room that were like,